Donald K. Gnuse. Don Gnuse, longtime president and chairman of the board of First Bankers Trust Company, was destined to be a banker. Born in Lewistown, Missouri, his parents owned a bank there and were actively involved in the day-to-day operation, taking Gnuse to work with them as a small child. At home, he listened to stories about legendary Quincy banker Lorenzo Bull, a longtime family friend who employed Gnuse's great-grandmother and after whom his father was named. Banking got in his blood. Gnuse graduated from Culver Stockton College and received a graduate degree in banking from the University of Wisconsin. He began his career with First Bankers Trust Company, then known as Broadway National Bank, in 1956 as a customer service representative. Within a few years, he was named marketing director, and in 1970, Gnuse was named president, a position he would hold until 2002. With Gnuse at the helm, new branches were built at the Town and Country Shopping Center, now known as the Quincy Mall, at 24th and State, and at 24th and Cooks Lane. During his half-decade of banking, handwritten ledgers became electronic, documentation papers for loans quadrupled, and loan dollar amounts changed dramatically.
The loyalty of the customer and the honesty, working with the customer to help improve his operations. It's all the same.
Don sees things as they should be or as he thinks they could be and tries to attain that goal. Don has always been big on technology. He's always been big on like the ATMs, made sure we had plenty of ATM machines. Anything to enhance the customer's experience with the bank. Don is always customer first, customer driven, and then looks to how it all fits together to essentially make a successful organization.
Over the years, First Bankers Trust Company changed names and affiliations with larger banks several times, but Gnuse was the driving force behind the bank's commitment to local interests.
After First Midwest Bank Corp decided that maybe they didn't really have interest in the western part of the state, he decided himself and a group of investors to purchase the bank. There's a lot of risk involved. Buying a bank, you're not sure how that's going to work out, but I think it's worked out very well for him.
The holding company, First Bankers Trust Shares Incorporated, was formed in 1988. The bank has grown from 8 employees to more than 200 in 2009, with assets of more than $600 million.
By having it owned by the local group, we were able to keep that local flavor and really focus on what we think are important to the community, not only in its lending and banking business needs, but also just community involvement.
As early as the 1950s, First Bankers Trust Company provided traditional trust services for estate settlements and trusts established by a will or other agreements. In 1989, with Gnuse's guidance, the bank saw an opportunity to expand its trust services by serving as trustee for employee stock ownership plans. Retirement was central to the original founder's vision of providing lifetime services, and ESOPs were emerging as logical retirement models for modern businesses, providing employees with part ownership in their company.
Don's biggest accomplishment as far as being a visionary for First Bankers, insofar as setting First Bankers apart, is the trust business that we're involved in. Don Gnuse, at a time that was not popular, envisioned employee benefits as being a service that a trust company could perform because he saw a need, he saw a niche, and this is a national type of business. This isn't just local. First Bankers Trust Services, Inc., which is a wholly owned subsidiary of First Bankers Trust Shares, Inc., is one of the largest ESOP trustees in the country.
By 1993, the trust department managed more than $50 million in personal trust and employee benefit assets. And today, First Bankers Trust Services manages more than $2 billion in assets. In addition to financial contributions to the community, Gnuse invested his time. He served as director of the Junior Achievement Program in the 1960s and as Lieutenant Governor of Division 19 of Kiwanis International. He is Chairman Emeritus of the Board of Directors at Culver Stockton College and continues to serve on the boards of Blessing Riemann College of Nursing, the Lindsay Church Home, Horizon Social Services of Adams County, Community Investment Group Limited, and several banks. He was the 1979 United Way campaign chairman, a two-term president of the Chamber of Commerce, and a former chairman of the board of the Salvation Army. He also has served on the boards of John Wood Community College Foundation, Good Samaritan Home, St. John's Episcopal Church, and numerous others.
He's developed a career and the community, and getting to know a lot of people in the community. So it's just all part of the institution as a whole.
He thought you had to have more presence than just doing business. You had to do more, and he expected his employees to do that.
Gnuse was honored with the 50 Years in Banking Award from the Illinois and Missouri Bankers Associations in 2006, a Doctor of Humane Letters from Culver Stockton College in 2008, and the Mississippi Valley Council of Boy Scouts Distinguished Citizen Award in 2009. Gnuse has 3 children and 9 grandchildren and continues to serve as chairman of the board of First Bankers Trust Shares Incorporated and First Bankers Trust Services.
My father found a niche. He loves banking and enjoys it. I think every minute of the day he breathes banking.